Hey guys, Moss50 here, and I know I'm doing this video a bit ahead of time, so to speak, as what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and this is only my top 5 video games of this year. My top 5 films are coming out a later date. I'm waiting to see The Hobbit first, then I'll do that video. But top 5 video games I can do now. However, there will not be a top 5 worst games this year because I don't feel I've played enough games for me to classify any games under that category. So yeah, and so yeah, the top 5 video games of this year. Oh, let's get straight into it. Number 5, we have Medal of Honor Warfighter, which, I mean, I know a lot of people hate this game. They hated the first game, and a lot of reviewers hate it. But I mean, I love the game. I just find it a lot of fun. I know it's a complete rip-off of Call of Duty, but it's a good rip-off of Call of Duty in my opinion. And it's done with a more emotional story, although the storyline is too confusing for you to care, but that's neither here nor there. And I thought the multiplayer was actually pretty decent in both games, really. I still jump on the first Medal of Honor's multiplayer occasionally, just for fun. So yeah, that's Medal of Warfighter number 5. Number 4, we have The Darkness 2. Now, The Darkness 2, I actually got a really late date because of, I was just going to wait for it to fall down in price because I heard it was an extremely short game and heard it wasn't an amazing game, heard it was a pretty average game at best. And here it is at number 4, as my number 4 game of the year. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this game. Sure, I mean, it's extremely short, which is why it's not higher up the scale, and it's to a certain extent it's really easy to complete. I done it in like, well, I mean 2 days, but I mean I played for like 2 hours one day and then about 3 the next, so it was really easy to complete. So yeah, that was Darkness 2 at number 4. Number 3, we have Halo 4, and guys, you need to hear me out before you start giving me hate comments and saying, Call of Duty fanboy, why are you fucking putting Halo at number 3, you fucking waste man, or some shit like that. Calm the fuck down, okay, let me explain myself. Halo 4 is an amazing game, okay, I will say that. It's got amazing graphics, the gameplay is as good as Halo has ever been. The story is, I know a lot of people liked it, but I don't think it is that great. The multiplayer is, what I played of it, it's really fun. I haven't played enough of it to give a definitive verdict on the multiplayer, but what I played on the multiplayer is really fun. However, since I haven't played much on the multiplayer, and this is mainly based off my campaign experience, the reason it's here, it's a short game, just like Darkness 2 was. It's a more polished game than Darkness 2, but it is a really short game. So yeah, that's why Halo 4 is at number 3. Okay, and now number 2. Now we're getting into the really good stuff. Now, here's the thing. Number 2 was a toss-up. I didn't know whether to make this game number 2 or number 1. I didn't know which one of the number 1 and number 2 should be number 1 and number 2, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But this is purely based off enjoyment. I mean, this game you get the most life out of, but the other game I just enjoyed more all round, even though this game is an amazing accomplishment. So yeah, number 2 we have Far Cry 3, which I completed in 2 days because I was just playing it like non-stop almost, because I just wanted to just keep playing. I didn't want to stop because it's just really enjoyable, but it did have them frustrating what the fuck moments that just like really pissed me off, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake man, just let me get through here. And like some of the checkpoints I didn't feel were in the right place, like they're too far apart at certain points. However, it was an outstanding game for an open world game. The fact that they got so many features in the game spot on, like the gameplay was amazing. For an open world game, the gameplay was just fantastic. Same with controls. Controls were extremely easy to maneuver for an open world game. And it's basically the game that Assassin's Creed 3 should have been. The game I wanted Assassin's Creed 3 to be. So yeah, Far Cry 3, amazing game. In at number 2. Haven't played the multiplayer because I couldn't get into a match. It